How's it going, guys? Adam Bunch of Money back here with another Thursday video, and I'm going to another bookstore. Technically, I already went, but in the video I haven't went yet, so I'm going. Let's go with that. So I went to a bookstore that I knew really little to nothing about. I actually heard of this bookstore on Yelp when I was looking for another bookstore, and I know exactly where it is, but I don't know the name. I don't know what's inside, if people like it, if people don't. I didn't know what to expect, and I kind of wanted to go into it blindly with my friend Austin. Before I begin, go into the bookstore situation. And last week I said we're gonna do a giveaway of this month's Book of the Month book, which is Tony the Superhero by R.D. Bass. We're going to extend the giveaway. I started last week for a paperback copy of the book till next week. So keep commenting. But if you want to enter, I want you to comment down below what your favorite element of a bookstore is. Is it the clutter? Is it the friendly staff? Is it the selection of books? What do you look for in a bookstore? Let me know in the comments to enter our free giveaway. So let's jump right into the bookstore. The bookstore. I feel like books deserve that. Like they deserve a really proper intro. Bookstore. It was a place in Metuchen, New Jersey called O.P. Metuchen. Don't know what that means. I guess it can mean old pages, onion pants, oily paper. I don't know, it meant something, you know? It stood for something. It's a really cute outside. When you walk up to it, it has this nice little bookstore sign. There's a bunch of books out front. I admired the front for a little bit. Then I go inside, and I don't turn the doorknob, and I think it's closed. I'm like, oh, it's closed, and I see a man inside. And he was like, you have to turn the knob. So, we're off to a good start. So I get inside, and the owner, right, I'm assuming it's the owner, he's the only worker there. He actually made a joke. He's like, oh, you forget how doorknobs work? And right away I was like, I like this guy. He knows how to joke around. And I was like, I was so distracted by the books that I didn't even know where I was. So he got a kick out of that. Instant besties. So the first thing I noticed about this bookstore, and I've talked about clutter before in these videos, that some bookstores have a lot of clutter. They do not hold a candle to this bookstore. I feel like some people might not like that. I loved it. I loved how everything was just kind of all over the place in it. It wasn't the most put together bookstore, and I like that. I really did. So I went to the first room, and I feel like it was kind of like the historical room. There was a lot of military books and books on American history. And my friend Austin, who I'm with, loves like old wartime stories. So he was in heaven right away. The thing I like the best about this room is you're surrounded by books. It's you in the books. Every which way you look is a book. And there's of course the doorway, so you walk outside. I said this about another bookstore, and I never expect these bookstores to be this long. So you walk down this long hallway. It takes you kind of the back room where I found what I was looking for. And I always kind of enjoy the business books because I like to think I'm a business-minded person. So there's this business book section. I was going through that for a few minutes, but I also found something really cool that I'm usually not interested in. It was like these old school books. And there was a Charles Dickens book that literally looked like it was like 200 years old. A part of me wanted to buy it. I was like, oh, this is really cool. I kind of want to buy this. But at the same time, I was also thinking that I'm probably not going to read this. I'll appreciate it, but I think there's someone out there who might appreciate it more, so I didn't get it. But I told my friend Austin, I was like, you pick out a book, I'll pick out a book. And I actually went through the business portion, which it was amazing, by the way, and also the prices were so low. There was a ton of deals along the wall, like there was in the little cute writing like, hey, this is $1. I like that. Whenever there's a bookstore that gives pretty much books away for free, it's awesome. There's this hardcover book that I saw that was about like kind of how Pepsi broke the color barrier, I guess, in the world of marketing. It was sold originally for $25, and he was selling it for $4. Such a bargain. You gotta go to these bookstores because they're selling these expensive books for nothing. You're not gonna find that in any other industry, in any other market, other than books. Who cares if books are used? It's not clothes, you know? In this bookstore, also the smell. This smell is distinct. I will never forget this smell. Online, people reviewed and said it smelled like old cigars. I didn't get that. To me, it smelled like old books, and I love it. I feel like this bookstore was made for the intellectual. There's a lot of philosophy books. There was a lot of books that definitely made you think. I didn't get a video of this because I didn't want to film the man behind the counter. Leading up to the cash register, there was like a wall of books surrounding the owner. I feel like he was in his kingdom and we were just the peasants that were buying books. There wasn't much organization to it minus like, okay, this is philosophy, this is art, this is cookbooks. There was that, but I still love the clutter. Is clutter too much for you? Do you think, based on the video, is this too much clutter for you? Let me know. I'm gonna give this rating a 6.9. So me and my friend Austin both walked away with a book each, and we actually explained what books we got, so I'll let us do that. What did you get?
Macbeth by Shakespeare.
And why'd you get Macbeth by Shakespeare?
I feel like it's as much as as well as it's talked about or how well regarded it is, it's not as talked about as Hamlet. I feel like they're kind of similar, you know, struggle for power.
So you felt bad for Macbeth?
Feel bad for Macbeth, yeah.
I want to continue bringing my friends to bookstores, especially if they enjoy reading, great. If they don't, let's open them up to a new world. I'm going to keep trying to do that, keep inviting my friends. Hope more come along. I hope you guys like that as well. So I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. If you want to win a physical copy of our book of the month, Tony the Superhero by R.D. Base, all you have to do is comment below, what is your favorite element of a bookstore? What do you look for when you go to a bookstore? If you're watching this on Facebook, maybe we get 20 likes. If you're watching this on YouTube, maybe we get 30 likes. I don't know. I'll be replying to comments. Please comment. That means the world to me if people actually reply and we talk in the comments. So thank you to everyone who's been watching, and I will see you next Thursday.